set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Cleveland. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Got a man. That's Richie James. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Lance a handoff here to Mostert, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Mostert. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down?
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll make it third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. King. Point right.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there. And a first down.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
They've got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play.
Touchdown! That's caught. Deebo Samuel, 27 yards. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Being chased out left. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Mayfield on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started, and a chance here to make this a 2-score swing, maybe even take the lead.
And it wasn't that long ago in this game. They looked like they were a little bit out of it, didn't they? But how about the safety? Get the ball back. Now a chance to take the lead. They are roaring on offense.
Yeah, you just kind of feel it. Fresh juice on their side.
Definitely.
Escaping the pressure right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, alert, alert.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. from the gun. Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Gets around him. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 3rd quarter now to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Lance. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
It's a run with Mostert, and it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and goal, Lance rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 27, Browns 15.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go. Do this.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mayfield, a good pick up there of 20 yards. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got one of the two touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Past midfield, look out. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And they'll go for it. Lance lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.